Finally came.
Ooh! The boy dripping
Hitting
Emporium.
Hitting
The
them.
merch.
Hitting them with some Emporium. I think I think the rest of my shipment got in too. I'm so excited.
The
Go pick that
KBG
up.
merch.
All my KBG merch just got here. I'm very excited about it. Pick up yours today.
Everybody that's KBG merch
Link in
already.
bio.
You know why we get ahead of the game? We don't wait till people tell us we're popular to get merch. We get merch whenever. That sounded cooler in my
A more
head.
popular.
Available whenever.
Like, I didn't know they had a podcast. I didn't know they streamed on.
Yeah, that's what I always wondered about, like, merch like that. Like, I wonder if there's, like, someone in some other country randomly that just stumbles on websites and they're like, oh, like,
Well, there's probably a lot of
Double
kids who wear those
Toasted
shirts that are
podcast.
like,
I like that logo.
yeah.
And they just buy it and they don't know anything about it.
Well, do you think they're like kids who like have shirts that were like donated and stuff, and I don't know, what's like a defunct, I don't know, they're like, oh yeah, the Sexy Phil, Shane Dawson shirts. It's like some kid in like Indonesia or
Repping.
Sri
He's
Lanka or
repping.
something like.
Yeah. No,
Sure.
That's what I always wonder. I'm like,
Annoying orange.
yeah, exactly.
Like, I don't know what this is.
Because, I mean, obviously
Close.
we're going to get tired of it. It's going to eventually go down the pipeline like everything else. And now there's somebody, like, playing soccer
Forever.
and a Shane Dawson merch shirt.
Speaking of playing soccer, I was at the local city park.
Got some football in?
Well, I was waiting in the car. My brother was there to take some pictures of people playing sports, and this guy is in front of the car where we're parked, and he's just practicing, like, you know, his soccer moves. And he's just going the whole time, like, real sweaty.
Ooh.
I kind of hated watching it.
Showing off.
Well, he was just doing it way too long, and it started making me, like, upset.
Sure.
I don't know. Soccer guys are
really angry.
You don't like soccer hipsters,
Yeah. I am one, so.
you know.
Yeah.
I don't play.
No. A little bit maybe douchey, maybe.
There's nothing wrong with liking soccer, obviously. We established soccer's a pretty good sport, but it's just they have this weird, American soccer guys have this weird, like, inferiority complex.
Maybe chill out.
Not more recognized here, so they're, like, really try hard about it. It's like, all right, yeah, I saw you. You're kicking the ball. Like,
But no, I'm kicking it better than football players do.
yeah, he's like,
His speed and accuracy is on another level than mine.
he's like dripping, and I'm like, knock it off. Like, I wanted to roll down the window. Like,
Just shout at him.
it doesn't look like he was having fun. Like, he looked like he was real serious about it. I'm like, all right, you're not playing for Manchester, buddy.
Oh, yeah. Exactly.
My father always told me that to ultimately, when you're playing sports, have fun. So if you're not, it just doesn't sit right with me.
Brian, that's why I don't play him, because I don't have fun.
Ever?
I've
It
never
got to a
liked him.
point. We talked about this in the sports episode.
We did.
It got to a point.
Yeah.
It gets to a point where even the players are not taking it as a game anymore, and that's kind of. I mean,
Well,
I
even
will
video
respectfully
games have
bow
that
out,
problem.
but Jesus, calm down.
Saying
Video
esports
games.
or just
Yeah.
playing
like,
games?
I was watching my brother play competitive Smash last night, like, online.
Mm.
And I've never played Smash online. Like I've said before, I'm not very good at Smash. I'm fine, but I'm a very casual player.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just
Just made it
watching,
to
like, how
elite.
they play, and I'm like, this doesn't look fun. This looks
Yeah. It's
like
sweaty.
it's full of tryhards. Yeah,
It's
which is
very
fine
sweaty.
if you enjoy that. But
I feel
well,
like that's a great adjective for it. Like, wow,
You know, I
where
may-
did come up with that?
I want
I
to
may
button
have-
mash while I chat with my friends.
I may have had a recent shipment of GameCube controllers come in and made it to Elite Smash over 15 million GSP. Just not to brag or anything.
Oh no.
It's
Wow,
not fun. It isn't fun though. I suffer every time.
It's like Hayao Miyazaki when he makes a movie. People are like, "We love your movies." He's like,
I have to
"Very
retire.
painful." Yeah, he's
Just-
like, "This is
I
the
have to
last
retire.
one.
I'm out."
I hate
Yeah.
making movies."
Well, my thing with online, if we're
Oh,
going to
no,
talk
I'm
about
back.
competitive games before we talk about competitive cartoons.
Apex?
No, I'm just saying in general, the one thing I will say between competitive sports and competitive games that I've noticed is at least with competitive sports, I don't know if people can argue this is a part of the IQ of the competitiveness. But with sports, it's all about the person's body and capability. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
in games, people always like exploit and use like the best builds and the best characters, and that's why I couldn't get into competitive Smash personally, because I'm a Kirby main and I'm a diehard Kirby main, and I'm gonna always be Kirby against the biggest opposition. But yeah, I can't go against Minecraft.
You're like, he's my favorite character. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kirby goes off, man. The balancing is better than ever.
Yeah, he's a fluffy champion, but he gets no respect against the higher tiers.
No. You're fine.
So I got bitter and I became a
it.
tierist myself, and I decide what's ranked in the world now. Take that, Nintendo. And get
it is definitive.
Didn't you?
We should do like a
before?
Smash characters tier, but not based on like their performance in Smash, just like whose vibes we like.
Yeah. We should. It just pissed the whole community off.
Yeah, just piss everyone off, exactly. And just act like we've never played before. We're like, who's this Game & Watch? I like him. I like how he's like flat. He's got no eyes. You know,
it's a classic look. I appreciate that. Top tier.
Yeah, exactly.
Looks useless.
Top tier.
S+ would make a great sticker.
It would
Put all
though.
the Fire Emblem characters in one category, like kind of high.
Oh,
we're like attractive.
Has a sword.
I don't know any Fire Emblem. Has anyone ever played Fire Emblem amongst this trio?
I'm a big Fire Emblem fan.
Okay, good. All right.
Well,
what goes on in it? Because I've never played the Fire Emblem game.
I'm a big Fire Emblem fan, I should say, of more recently. A lot of people got into it with Three Houses. My first one was on the DS. It was Fire Emblem Fates. And, well, Fates is like 3 games.
Okay,
it's one of those things like Pokemon does, you know, where it's like you get different ones. So Fates, like, there's 2 games you can play. On one side, which is Birthright, and that's the Hoshido clan, and they're kind of Asian themed. And then the other one's Conquest, and that's where you play as kind of like the gothic European side. And Fire Emblem is basically, just think of it as like anime chess. I find it really fun. So it's basically just an RPG where you got a big battle board. You have your units. Each unit has a specialty. They have their own stats. So you got a character, like let's say you got someone named Hilda, and Hilda's like, oh, I throw axes, you know. Okay, so she is good at long range. She can take out someone with a spear who can't attack long range. So you move her to the spot 1 space away. She can attack 2 spaces away. The other guy can't unless it's his turn. So it's turn-based, moving around a board. And there's like story stuff in between that, you know, it's just anime BS. But if you're into it, it's fun. You know, Three Houses has got some fun characters and stuff like that.
There's a bit of like a dating sim element too, right? You can.
Yeah, that's been a thing in the newer games, and it's kind of funny. So yeah, you're a guy. Your avatar character's always like the Mary Sue of the game. He's like
Mary Sue.
Or she. Yeah, the one like everyone loves and is so powerful. Everyone's like, we love you so much, Dom. Like, or you know, if I name my guy Dom.
You stay winning, Dom. He does. You know he does.
He stay winning.
Well, exactly. Everyone's
so it sounds like Final Fantasy Tactics then. All right.
It probably is. Yeah, I don't know that much about.
I've always been curious.
Tactics, but
yeah.
No, it's actually it's a fun one. 3 Houses is a lot of fun. Yeah, that game was a big hit.
Okay.
It sounds nice. I like strategy.
I'm just saying the Smash marketing isn't gonna work. I'm not gonna watch. I'm not gonna play a Fire Emblem game just because you stuff them in a game that's good already.
Oh boy!
But it sounds like it could be something I would like because I like Final Fantasy Tactics. So.
Yeah. I really enjoy the gameplay. I know that's kind of a meme to say like I play Fire Emblem for the gameplay because, like I said, it's full of like pretty anime people and stuff, and like I'll be playing on the TV downstairs, and like my dad would come down when I was younger, and I'd be like, "This is a game about war," and I'm having a tea party with like the 1,000-year-old like dragon girl who looks like she's 12, and I'm like, no, we're just having tea.
We're just having tea. We're discussing we're discussing the coming front.
Oh yeah. It's always something like that, or the alliance, or the.
I know, and they have like these awkward animations. It'll be like,
It's like, would you like to
fish at
partner
the
up?
pond are especially beautiful today.
And they keep doing it until you press A.
Yeah. That sort of thing.
I've always been curious about the gameplay of that game. I knew it was turn-based,
Well,
but
you know, you'll play it. What are you asking me for?
I don't have the time for this. I'm deep into Hyrule Warriors, man. That game keeps getting deeper and deeper the further you go.
You playing the
It's a good
first or
one.
second one?
The Age of Calamity.
Yeah, I played that last
Yeah.
summer. I was loving that.
Okay.
I got the DLC and everything. It's great.
I wasn't
really
big on the
great.
first game because it didn't feel like Zelda at all. You know, it felt like just
No.
another
Like
Zelda
Dynasty
skin.
It was like a
Warriors more than-
mishmash.
But this one really does feel like they took Breath of the
It's-
Wild and then
The graphics are great.
it's like 50-50. Yeah, and it looks
Yeah.
just like Breath of the Wild. So
Really something else.
yeah, you'll enjoy it, Josh, if you.
No, she took it from him.
Well, you know,
She took it from him.
she took it from me. She didn't. She took her Switch back from me.
That thing, the thing she owns, that's hers. She took it back.
Took it back.
Who did? Who took it?
Mary.
How dare-
Well, what you
Freaking
gotta do
Mary.
is you gotta dump her when you have it.
Yeah, exactly.
Then
You
like
paid
make it
for
like
it.
difficult for her like to come back and like take it.
Well, to be fair, I did pay for the 80 or 60 gigabyte SD card that's in there. So
Well, that's what you gotta say.
Okay,
to-
well, then put the hammer down on that one.
I'm the reason why there's unlimited storage in there. So
You're like, I'm the provider. I'm the man of the house. You know.
The bacon bringer.
Bacon.
No, is that what they say?
Yeah, she would not like that.
Mm-hmm.
Love you, baby. Anyway,
It's-
this is a Koala Bear game.
Shouts out.
We out here tiering stuff. We're gonna tier Cartoon Network cartoons. We're saving the best for last, if you ask me. I'm not speaking for everybody here.
Previous two episodes.
Depends
we
on what
did
year you're in.
Nickelodeon and Disney.
Mm-hmm. Very
Please
respectable
watch them.
places. Respectable places. Respect.
The definitive list. So if you want to check those out,
And watch them
Watch
first
it.
because you won't understand what's going on.
Yeah.
yeah, this is a trilogy. Yeah,
Yeah. Exactly.
yeah.
There's a whole story arc here.
There's a lot.
One thing I'm noticing about this.
How did
tier
I
list
get a bike in my room?
Is that it's kind of cut off, so we might have to like make out what these are.
Yeah, I saw that. I
Oh.
put a second one in the
Oh,
list.
okay.
It's a little easier to read.
For sure. For sure.
I can tell by most of them, but see if you like that one better.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, that one's yeah.
Okay.
That one's a
yeah,
little
I think
better,
that
you
one's
know.
All right, we'll use that one then.
All right.
Let's use that one.
All right. Now you guys make great banter as I rename these tiers.
We'll do some great banter here. Why don't we?
Yeah, I'd love to banter.
Yeah, me too. Well, probably more. So I'm probably like really. I'm probably really.
like dead air for like a good 3 minutes. Just
Yeah, I
like,
love to banter. Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Not with you necessarily, but
Hear one of us like eating in the mic.
I was eating a sandwich earlier today, you guys.
I had a sandwich for lunch. What kind did you have?
What kind do you think? What kind do you think I had?
All right. Gosh, I'm sorry. I forgot
The
you're
same
equal.
goddamn thing every day since I've been 2 or something. When did I get teeth? Check the records on when I got teeth. In post.
Post.
See when those bad boys came in. No, yeah, I had a PB&J though.
So are you
What about
more of a strawberry or grape jelly guy?
I've been doing raspberry jam.
That's a little.
Let's talk
decadent.
about this. It's got a
Boy.
little kick to it, a little tang to it.
Did you get the
okay.
kind with like the little seeds in it? Like that?
No, because fuck that. You know, I'm not.
Oh, it's
about
not
the
bad.
pulp.
Whoa,
I'm
whoa.
just not a pulp guy. Okay.
Okay, well,
We've got a screen here. Okay.
we finally did it.
Super
We did it,
cartoon.
everybody. We
Oh,
made
you
the
did
best
these
tier
already?
ever.
Good.
Yeah. the super cartoons, we got awesome cartoons, we got okay cartoons, we got so-so cartoons, we got barely a cartoon, we got not a cartoon at all, and never seen this show.
Yeah. The cartoons.
Yeah, see,
Getting a
that's a
glimpse
little
here.
shout out to the cartoon series, and also the What a Cartoon series that came before the cartoon.
Well, look at this. Yeah, we got a pretty
How far back do
comprehensive
they
list
go?
here.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of these real quick. I don't know if some people are doing what I'm doing. I'm a nerd about this. Some of these aired on Kids WB, got off
Yeah.
Kids WB, and
Ooh.
then went on Cartoon Network, like Ozzy and Drix here. So if you're like,
Are we
was
doing
that a
purist?
Cartoon Network? We're not doing purist. If it was featured on there, I know Ozzy and Drix wasn't featured anywhere else other than like after it aired on Kids WB. Wow, voice crack. After it was aired on Kids WB, it got the rights. Like Cartoon Network got the rights to air it on Cartoon Network, so it's a Cartoon Network show.
Well, I am ready. I'm already themed for the episode.
Oh,
Look at this.
Repping the regular, but he ain't regular. Don't get it confused.
There might be a bias, but
There might be a bias, and of course, this after the unfortunate news about Close Enough. I don't know if you heard.
I am sad about that. I mostly just watched it on streaming with my brother. I'd watch him in like batches. Oh, you know what? There's only one on here that seems to be missing. Can we like fetch a JPEG of? I don't see Dexter's Lab.
How is there not Dexter's
Oh, see?
Lab?
It might have just been an oversight.
Well, they may not go that far back. They do have some.
No, but they have
never
like
mind.
Powerpuff Girls and.
Yeah, I saw that. And Eddie. That should be.
Yeah, you
fine.
gotta put.
Gotta do it. You gotta do it to him.
Nah. Where the
Look at him.
Lab lo D.
Dexter, didn't he sound like this or something? It's been a while.
Probably.
No, he sounded like German.
Oh, okay.
He was German for some reason.
Yeah, we'll help
yeah,
we'll help their tier list out. How do you add? This is the first time we ever amended a tier list.
Yeah.
How do I add?
We need to make it.
That's an oversight. Wait, go up. I think. Is there a save? Not save or download the thing. Can you just?
Can we just click add? Where's the plus sign?
Yeah, why is it not an ad? Edit the label. Wait, drag the images. Yeah, you can only create. Yeah, you can't add to.
Well,
we'll just have to use something that we've never seen
dumb.
as a placeholder for Dexter's Lab because it needs to be talked about.
that Atomic Betty. Okay, I don't know this one, but it's got like a little
looks
bit
like it.
of a science look to it. Does anyone know Atomic Betty?
I remember hearing something about.
I've heard of it. Yeah, I don't remember it.
Dang. Should we include it then? Should we not make it the Dexter's Lab replacement?
Well, let's see.
Well, yeah.
Oh, this could unlock some kind of
I feel like
memory
this is gonna.
from
Yeah, I'm about to say. I feel like it. Yeah, it definitely did. I know exactly what this is.
Oh, well, I
I
gotta
know
get
exactly what
perspective
this
there.
is. Yeah, this
Damn
was
it.
actually a pretty decent cartoon.
I forgot about this.
Okay. Pretty good theme. Okay. We got Fish Admiral.
Yeah, I don't know what that was
Akbar?
about. You know, Star versus the forces of evil could never.
Could never. This was when TV was TV, my guy.
I remember they tried to throw this
a real
on.
country.
They tried to throw this on before Toonami just because it was kind of actiony. And I'm like,
Yeah,
no.
yeah.
See it? You could see it.
Yeah, but I'm like, no. At the same time, it's not that. All right. Okay, so
It's not the same
that
coolness.
was Atomic Betty.
factor.
That was our warm up into all these cartoons.
Here, let me look. They got.
We can use
The
those
new
placeholders.
Looney Tunes.
Well, you know what? Take a look at the other tier list real quick. Let me just make sure we
Okay.
can tell. I mean, I know you already
You're
edited
good.
this
We
one,
can-
but I just want to make sure.
Yeah, I hear you. Because we could just click over, do it again.
Yeah, I bought. See, this is why I get two. This is why I bring two sometimes, just in case.
Yeah,
I
feel
appreciate
that.
that.
Yeah,
The only
'cause
thing I
this
don't
one
like is
has
the
a lot.
thumbnails are a little close. Yeah,
Whoa.
This
yeah,
is
a little more
Dexter's Lab.
comprehensive.
But thorough.
But it does.
Oh,
It does.
maybe. Okay. Yeah, this is pretty good.
But it doesn't have Atomic Betty. No, I was kidding. Like,
Oh, it doesn't.
I think it doesn't, but I think that's the switch. I think that's the switch. They thought he had one or the other. But
Well,
we'll take Dexter over Atomic Betty every day, I think.
Wait.
Oh, and it saved my
And-
tears. Nice.
Oh, that's nice.
But let me get rid of the F word because that's just me,
Yeah,
Family
Well,
show, family
it was
show.
a
We're having
You
a good
know.
time. We're having a good silly time, and sometimes too silly is too harsh and too explicit. So we're gonna talk about Dexter's Lab, obviously first. Y'all know how many times we've said that at this point.
Yeah, we already were.
Now we're doing
Awesome,
Dexter's
awesome instrumental theme song.
Yes. Where is it?
Wait, where is it?
Yep. Awesome.
Wait. Is this even the
Dexter's
same
Lab.
one?
This is
Where's
Generator.
Foster's? Oh, there's Foster.
There's
Foster's
Foster.
there.
So they got some stuff.
They got like the stuff, but for some reason they just disrespected the mess out of.
Hey, they
Dexter's
fucked
Hang
Lab.
up.
on. I gotta.
I know this is family show, but they fucked up.
Let me create a cartoon.
Hey,
Okay,
kids.
hang on.
Should we-
I'm looking
should
at
we-
my link?
Should we hit the streets and look for another one?
They have Craig McCracken's Powerpuff Girls, Craig McCracken's Samurai Jack, but
Craig?
not freaking the dude
Gendy
who made-
Tartakovsky's, yeah.
What's this Mike and Ike?
Oh, wait,
looking
yes.
Show?
This one has it. I'm sorry, the things are small, but they do have it.
Where?
Okay.
There it is. It's right here. It's right here.
Oh shit!
Yes.
But it's all cut off, so it's
extra abrat.
Art.
Oh rat. Brat.
I can tell what most of these
extra
are. but-
lab rat.
He's extra
Yeah.
brat.
Well, okay, that one. What do you think of that one?
Of extra brat?
Sucks.
Oh, a
of
new
extra
one?
part.
This is a new tier list? Or extra
No,
brat?
I meant Dexter's.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. Let's talk
Well,
about
since it's
Extra
here.
Brat. Extra Brat. I mean, Dexter's Lab. It was a very good cartoon to me. It was one of my favorites.
Yeah. For me, it wasn't a top tier one, but I did enjoy.
I
Yeah, I
think it
would put. I think
influenced,
it's right
It's
there.
awesome.
influenced my laboratory decision to this day, probably subliminally.
It was hit or miss for me. I was just okay, but
Well,
I
we
like
could put it in awesome.
I like
Yeah, I
awesome.
think it's awesome.
I think
Shout out
it
to
deserves.
Extra Brat.
I had like this Dexter's Lab toy that I would play with a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, really? What was it?
Yeah. No, it was Dex. I mean, it was Dexter, but he had like this little robot attached to him on a string, and I just remember, like waving it around and having a lot.
Yeah,
of
just like
fun
in the
with it,
show.
so. Just like in the show with the robot tied around him,
I never
and
got
he's made of plastic.
I never got my hand on any Dexter's Lab merch.
No, yeah, same. It was popular when we were little. Like I was still watching Nick Jr. when it was on, but it was on when I was watching Cartoon Network too. Eventually.
I loved a nice toy back then.
Yeah, toys.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
would really make it break.
Kids
I
do be
almost
liking
put it in
toys.
Super Cartoon just for the toy alone.
Yeah, it was just for the toy memories.
Just for the toy alone.
Oh man, I feel
All
like
right.
if I had a good toy that was based off of a.
Oh well, you might. We'll talk about a few
We'll talk
shows
about-
here.
yeah,
you
we'll
might
talk-
think of one.
All right, another classic here. Now this one's really cut off. It's just DN next to Craig of the Creek. We got Ed
Yeah.
Nettie.
And,
Oh yeah.
This
Yeah, to
gotta
play,
be
like-
super for me.
A mini game or something. Like what's
Classic.
that cartoon? I think it's a classic as well. I would put in Super
Yeah.
Cartoon.
I
This
would
taught
put-
me to interact with the neighbor kids.
Really? In your
Yeah,
neighborhood?
there was literally a cul-de-sac we would go to. Yeah.
That's sick.
Yeah, there's one. Well, yeah, I remember from your house. There is one close by, and it's Ed and Eddie is a slapsticky cartoon where violence is okay because
It's
no
fine.
one really gets hurt. No one really has like any bones or anything.
Ugliness is also embraced.
Ugliness, yes, it is.
Embraced and encouraged, if anything.
Stylishly ugly. Yeah, I liked that one because it had a good finale.
Yeah.
It did with the brother.
Most of these don't have good finales, but that one really did, because Ed and Eddie, often deservedly so, usually didn't get their way. They usually would get their comeuppance from trying to scam the kids.
Yeah.
Though sometimes I think we were all on their side sometimes, because, come on.
Pretty much all
Like,
the time.
sometimes those neighborhood kids could be difficult. Kevin,
Those Canker sisters were brutal.
those cankers. Everyone likes the blue-haired one. Everyone was, like, low-key, like, what was it? Was that...
'Cause she
That's
didn't look-
Marie.
She didn't look malformed.
They're doing 'em dirty.
Like the other two did.
Well, she had like the yellow teeth and all. Like she would definitely be like trailer trash in
We
real
all had a
life.
crush on a girl with bad teeth before.
Come on,
Who
right?
among us? Who among us?
Oh, that reminds me of another cartoon we'll get to.
Oh,
Yeah, one that
Bad
Josh
s-
loves.
bad
Yeah.
teeth.
Well, we could just say, speaking of
Let's-
bad teeth,
Speaking
I
of
know
bad
Josh.
teeth.
I know Josh, you love this one. There's a show called Whatever Happened to Robot Jones,
Oh, yeah.
in which the main character is infatuated with a girl with
Pretty
terrible teeth and headgear. It's right at the
It's that
bottom there.
last one.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
right
yep,
at the
yep,
bottom.
okay, thank you.
Whatever happened.
Not where it belongs. I think it was a fun cartoon. I haven't seen it in a long time. I didn't watch it a lot.
My
Never heard of
nostalgia
it.
says it belongs to Super Cartoon, but if I watched it now, it'd probably fall honestly here.
Maybe Awesome then?
Yeah.
Yeah, we could put it in Awesome, but that's still a good place because
Subject to change.
the show had a cool retro art style. It looked like it was made in the 70s.
Mm-hmm. And I felt like this was one that was on Kids WB for 1 second. Maybe I'm tripping, but I
It
felt
might
like
have been.
Was. Not the whole episode, bro. I want the intro. See a little sample.
I really do love the art style.
The dude who made Schoolhouse Rock definitely had some direction or.
Yep,
Oh yeah.
very
it is.
influenced by it. I'm seeing they got like the Devo hats.
Mm-hmm.
See, this is like an example of like crude art style done well because it's choice.
And he always talks in that
Okay.
speak and spell.
Is that how he sounds?
Yeah, he always talks in
Wow.
the speak and spell voice.
I would have dug it. I would have watched this.
I love that cartoon. My favorite episode, but because you talked about the guys with those hats. I remember they're in a competition with Robot Jones to solve the Rubik's Cube. And of course he's a robot, so he can do it instantly, and they're technically the fastest humans, so what they do is like they get to his cube and they switch a couple stickers around so he can't use his like algorithmic brain to solve it. And it ends up making him overload and like explode on stage and everything. So the competition is
kill him.
canceled, nobody wins, but they pretty much killed Robot Jones.
Because he has a stroke on stage, and they're like, "Yeah."
That happened a lot of episodes. That's when he like with
Out
the
of
girl,
commission.
like when he was trying to understand love, he'd be like, "What are these feelings?" And then would just like shoot lasers out of his
Well,
eyes.
The girl he has a crush on has like a metal prosthetic leg. She has this like excessive
close enough.
headgear, so she looks like a cyborg.
Yeah, he's like, "She bad, bro."
Good enough.
It's like
Good
she's
enough.
like me. She's like me.
Yeah, she's the only one that gets.
I like her because she's like me.
So that's
That's true to
that's
being
what
a
happened to
kid
Robot
though.
Jones.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
There's a girl you'll have a
It's true
crush
for me
on.
now.
Just because
Yeah,
she's like
exactly.
me, I think
wanna
this will
date
be
myself.
good because she likes
Just
things that I
wanna date-
like. But she also likes Donald Trump, so plot twist.
Well,
Um,
is it a deal breaker, folks? You decide. My gym partner's a monkey.
oh, okay.
I forgot. Yeah, I forgot about that one.
What did
That's
I
people
remember
think
it being
about that one?
okay.
Yeah, I
Probably
liked it.
okay.
It was okay.
Probably
Yeah.
okay cartoon.
hmm
Yeah,
Yeah. The theme song was a little annoying, but
I feel like you expected it to be awful, probably because of the theme song.
but no, but the show itself was actually pretty fun.
it was pretty funny, but
Yeah.
there were a lot of episodes I'm just like, this doesn't look good.
Yeah, remember he gets sent to the animal school because of a technicality because his last name is Lyons.
I thought that was a
Adam
stupid
Lyons.
but genius concept.
That's funny. The system's just like, oh, well, we thought you were an animal kid.
To me, just this is my personal taste. This might be a good example of ugly done wrong.
Yeah,
Just-
I feel
I don't
that.
know.
I can see that.
Yeah, it's a little.
The thick lines I don't like.
I get what you mean. That was big at the time, though.
It was big. You're right.
Especially as
Stuff
cartoons
like-
got more digital. Yeah.
But what I did like is
Stuff
like
like
right
Falling
now,
Out there.
for some reason, there's jazz music playing during this scene. I don't know why they did that a lot in this cartoon, but that was
That's a valid
big
criticism, though.
The genre.
That's not
That
jungle.
boy got mouth. Okay.
But that mouth do.
Well, Cartoon Network, I feel
No.
like, differentiated between Disney in the sense, and Nickelodeon. Though Nickelodeon had its share of ugly cartoons, but I felt like Cartoon Network always had like a lot of in-your-face ugly. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Just here
Like
it is.
Klasky Chupo cartoons were ugly, but they they weren't obnoxious. Where Cartoon Network definitely had some ones that were like in your face, bouncy. I mean, even Ed, Ed,
You're
and Eddie
right.
was like that, even though I love it.
It's true.
But there were definitely
true.
some where that like grated on me, like Cow and
crude.
Chicken right there. I didn't
Okay,
like
yeah.
Cow and Chicken.
I wasn't a big fan either.
It was too much.
Cow
Yeah.
Where's Cow
Chicken.
Chicken at?
So it's next to Craig of the Creek.
I'm bad at finding these.
Well, I know because they're cut off in there.
I think
Yeah,
I do kind of remember Cow and
It
Chicken.
had decent animation,
Barely.
so I'll give it credit, but I did not.
I'll just never. I'll never forget the theme song just because it's dumb.
Same.
Oh, yeah. No, I passed on this. I remember passing on this.
Well, it's like, what's it about? Like, they're
Yeah.
just noisy.
Yeah, and ugly.
Obnoxious, yeah.
I think they were trying
Like,
to
this is
do
the kind
like
of thing, like,
a kid's Ren
Go
and
ahead.
Stimpy or something.
it was,
Yes,
yeah, it was part of that, and I feel
I see
like
that
this was
now.
the kind of cartoon my parents would, like, see the theme song and be like, you're not watching this. And not so much
Just
like they
turn
didn't
it
think it
off,
would be
turn it
okay, but they just didn't want it on.
Yeah.
They're just like, no, I just don't want noise in my house. So I know it's a bit of like a classic, but it's never been my thing.
I only like their subset cartoons, like not I Are Baboon, but I Am Weasel. That was the only like.
I Am Weasel should be on here. I thought I saw it.
Well, I'm pretty sure that. Oh, here it is.
There's
here it is.
something. Yeah.
It's hiding.
We.
Oh gosh,
And
yeah.
we.
And we.
Who cropped these images? Gosh.
Well,
It didn't do
It's
well.
only like a 5-minute cartoon, so it's not like
Yeah,
a
I
classic,
remember
but
it.
it was enjoyable. And you had to watch a Cow and Chicken episode to maybe get an I Am Weasel cartoon.
Yeah,
I was at the
yeah.
tail
But
end of one.
I Am
So.
Weasel, I remember was a little. Again, here's the thing. I didn't like the cow. I didn't like its voice,
Yeah, it was
and
annoying.
that was a big part of it.
Everybody
That's
was
why.
loud and singy in that. Like they would sing their lines in that show. a
Weasel
lot.
was a little more chill because Weasel was like Weasel. You know?
That's why like he said his lines, but everybody else would be like the theme song singers and be like, "Cow, where are my waffles?" I'm just like, why are you talking like that today? At all? No, show.
That's
Weasel.
not how you
That's
really
not the
sound.
theme song. All right, whatever. Man.
I am Weasel.
I don't remember the font being that
Okay.
bold. You see that though? Like how bold
And
that
this was
is.
like
It's like a
peak, like-
PSA.
This is also like peak like butts are funny like cartoons.
LOL random. Maybe a
Not
little
quite, but a little bit.
bit. Okay.
Yeah, a little rant. Almost there. We're almost there. We're on the precipice
This is-
of low rant.
This is more like a '90s like crude like gross.
Oh, really? It came out in the 90s?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that directs Ren and Stimpy.
You can
era.
tell a '90s cartoon because that's that weird
It
like.
was barely
Well,
over.
not weird. You can tell it's like real artwork a little bit in this involved.
Yeah,
like,
hands on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not digitally colored yet.
Mhm.
True.
Well, yeah, it has like a strong Tex Avery influence where stuff like Powerpuff Girls and Dexter's Lab had a more of a UPA influence.
For real.
I told you guys about UPA. That's like 50s cartoons. They have that graphic
Yeah.
style. Hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Big influence on my style.
Your style is legit.
Aw.
It's one of the greatest,
This one,
taking
right?
Better
all
looking
eras
than
into
Mike
account.
Lewinog.
I don't remember that
You
one.
don't?
This one's like Mike
Good.
and
No.
Ike.
I'm about to mess that up for you. It's
a
ugly,
low tier.
if I remember. I used to do this thing as a kid that if a cartoon I didn't like was on, I would flip it in between something I liked, or it kind of looked like the people who made As Told by Ginger. Now it looked like it.
I was gonna say it looks like a
Huh.
Class D Chupo. Yeah, it looks like it's definitely one. Here's the thing: the theme song animation is all right, but I know the show probably
Yeah.
the theme songs always look better
Suffered.
because this looks like a book, like it's crude, but
Well designed.
well,
Ew.
yeah. Oh, this was on Boomerang.
Yeah, the
Yeah, I
guy-
never saw it though,
It sucked.
so I have no opinion. I'll defer to
It'd
yours.
just be them being on the sand, going like, "What you doing, Lou?" I'm trying to build a rocket ship, Mike. I'm like, oh really? You are? You guys aren't Phineas and Ferb. All right. Anyway. What the hell?
Okay.
Well written.
Space Ghost. Okay.
Space
Anyway,
openings.
Because that was Adult Swim, though.
Johnny Bravo.
No.
Oh, another classic. Another
Yeah, I like
classic.
this. And I
What I
think it
liked
was a
about-
good
Is-
cartoon in teaching you how to treat women. Because he
I
always got
would
battered
put it
about
at,
for
like-
misogynistic ways.
I would put it, yeah, in like awesome, maybe not super, because it was just what it was. But yeah, Johnny was always trying to get somebody. He was too much of a ham.
Yep.
I always remember the episode where the little short Schoolhouse Rock guy gets all the women. The little bald guy.
Yeah.
Johnny can't understand.
I forgot. I forgot all of
Oh,
that.
yeah.
I just want to see him get battered about by women for being a dude.
One of the men gets it.
I forgot about his mom. And when they brought
Yeah.
this show back,
He's a
like when they
mama's
did that
boy.
weird remake
Mama's boy.
cartoon of like Dexter, it was actually way better. Like this is already good, but it was
I
funnier.
forgot they had a little, mashup. Oh yeah, and didn't he have like a little sister or like girl
Yeah, like
he was friends with?
a neighbor
Oh, no.
that was a friend or something like a
Yeah.
And she'd come through and be like, Johnny, why don't you succeed in life? Because he was like a burnout. Like he's like a 23-year-old stay at home with his
He wasn't a
mom.
burnout in the sense that he was like high, but he was like a loser thing. He was just a guy he's one of those guys who just works out all day. He can't hold a job.
But that's what I mean, like a burnout as in not going anywhere. Like didn't go, obviously staying at home. Like
He would be that guy who's like a reply
no
guy
direction,
now,
just
who
being
just
sexy, going to the club
posts
every
shirtless
night.
photos of himself and like jumps into the DMs.
Yeah, he's a guy that makes those
He's
posts on
always
Facebook
hitting
like
them.
bored, hit me up.
And it has like 2 likes, and it's like
Right.
2 of his guy friends.
Yeah, exactly. Oh man!
Oh,
Shout out
yeah.
Johnny Bravo for teaching you how to be a man.
How to talk to women. Lots of people could use that these days.
Maybe that's why I can't talk to women, because I never watched this show.
It would help, man.
Well,
Start
I
should've
watching
gave it a
luckily
shot.
we got just the show for you, buddy, because we need like an online version of that.
Yeah.
I need it. I
Someone
need
should
it.
actually try to. It had to be a really good actor, but try to bring
Powerpuff.
back that persona, like back on like TikTok Live or something, to be like a Q&A guy.
We got Powerpuff
Oh, there's
Girls,
gotta
another
be.
classic. Wait, that's the
Oh, Powerpuff
so we got
Girls?
original Powerpuff Girls right there.
Ooh.
This one is the classic.
It is a classic. Now, I'm not as big of a fan of it as some other people, but I do recognize its place. I mean, you could put it in Super Cartoon.
You
feel
could put
that
it in Super if you want to. Yeah, I would say
'Cause it is.
good, but again, just like sorry, I was a young boy and I saw the girliness and I said, okay, well, maybe I'll skip this one too. I was picky, and raised on McDonald's toys. Okay, it was either boy or girl.
Well, for me, I feel like that's what made it so
Genderfinder.
dope for me and my family having sisters.
Yeah.
You know, we
Oh,
always
yeah.
fought for like, oh, the girly show, or the more manly show to watch, but this was a
It was
happy
one for both of
medium.
you.
Exactly.
That's
Yeah,
good.
it falls into those
And it was
shows.
funny.
It was. It had a great animation style. What I liked it okay, but what didn't necessarily push it over to great for me was that generally Powerpuff Girls was just a show where every problem is solved by like punching, and maybe I'm doing it in service because I haven't watched it in a long time.
Yeah, they
I know
definitely
it's
solved
got
everything by
its
punching.
big fans
No,
because
go off.
people will say like, no, there's this episode where I'm sure it had lessons and whatnot, but I do remember it just being a cartoon with just a lot of punching. And not there's anything wrong with punching. I mean,
Yeah.
it's better than the other extreme, which we'll
Every once in a
get
while.
to here. But like I don't remember like that many jokes and whatnot, but maybe they went over at the time. I was very young when it was at its peak.
I just
So-
remember they have a Zelda reference that I'll never forget in there.
Oh,
did
top
they?
tier.
Yeah.
Top tier. Instant.
It's like the mayor's playing
Zelda.
Zelda and accidentally kills the fairy.
Ugh.
Well, shout out to Craig McCracken. It's classic.
Hey, listen.
Bible.
Blast it. Yes. Uh-huh.
The classic N64 controller too.
Right.
Oh yeah. See, I love that art style. Just the
Yeah,
simple
it's so yeah.
UPA.
Simple
Yeah,
and
yeah,
clean.
we can keep it up there. It is
Thick
classic.
lines, but they did it good.
Oh yeah.
They did
It
it
was thick
good.
lines, but it was graphic. It was part of the thing.
hmm
It was part of the charm.
Now that leads to one of my favorite cartoons, Foster's, because this person
Yes.
also made
So Craig
Powerpuff.
McCracken later went
Super.
on to create one of my favorites as well, Foster's. Big influence on Emmy, I'll admit,
Awesome.
on the art style. Even like the title card for Emmy the Robot is reminiscent of something in Foster's, and that's what I wanted. Yeah, it came about kind of at the age where I was thinking, like, I think I want to make cartoons. And
And then it was like, oh, little boy, you want to make cartoons? Well, look at this
yeah,
amazing intro.
well, exactly.
Hey, I
Like,
can draw like this.
in the universe, like I saw this and I'm like, it's so colorful. It looks like the characters are kind of Muppety looking.
Mm-hmm.
It's got this fun, funky.
Yeah, I like how
Good
every
theme.
monster, like, obviously the style too, the cartoon, that's like every monster had their own style. Like, you could tell their own
Different kids
imagination for the
imagine
kid. Exactly.
Excellent setting.
Well, and what a cute idea too. Like, it's funny because I feel like some people get mad about this cartoon because Blue is a jerk, but I thought that was hilarious.
But the thing is,
Your imaginary friend, you expect him to be your best pal.
dark theory I've come up with on my own. There's nothing. This is my own creepypasta. I love
Alright.
this cartoon, but I started thinking, if you think about Mac's life, it kind of sucks. He lives in an apartment with a single mom who's barely there, with an abusive older brother.
Yeah.
All he had was an imagination. He's a very happy kid. What if Blue is his whole source of angst and depression and all
Oh.
that? Like, he put that all and made Blue, and that's why Blue's so sarcastic, snarky, narcissistic, mean. Like, he put
Yeah.
all of that into Blue.
His punk side, because in the first episode in the pilot movie, Blue is a lot more agreeable and nice, and then it's like once he's lost, Blue's like, oh, I'm an asshole.
Yeah.
Like, and the show realized, like, wait, that's a lot more fun, and Mac could be the voice of reason, like the good kid, and Blue is the one always getting them in trouble. And I don't know, some people, they thought he was too much of a jerk, but I got a kick out of it. I don't know, he just made me laugh. And you're right, like, Mac, they lived in, like, a tiny little apartment, and his brother was always beating on him. Yeah, I'm sure the kid had some demons.
Yeah. And that brother was ugly. He was hating on Mac for his skin. That brother looked disgusting.
Yeah, the good skin.
He had the good skin.
Can you imagine what the real world would be like?
Skin.
Can you imagine just what that would be in real
Healthy.
life if it worked that way with imaginary friends?
That'd
What
be
kind
crazy.
of? First of all, it would be full of just like Among Us now.
Yeah.
Well,
There'd be so
yeah.
many little Among Us things running
And
around.
And minions.
Yeah.
Don't forget
Minions.
minions.
Little Pokemon, every new Pokemon.
yeah.
So, because are the rules like kids can only make imaginary friends? Because if adults could, then it would just be like a bunch of like
Well, actually,
women.
I don't know,
Yeah,
because I feel
sexual
like there was an
beings.
episode or a special or a movie where there was an adult that still had their imaginary friend, like, casually, but I don't.
But I think they make them as kids. I think that's kind of how the show works.
And the
Yeah, he
adults
never
can see
grew up.
them. They can, like, interact with
the
them,
adults
too.
can see them. I mean, I don't think the imaginary friends are not imaginary
Exactly,
in that
yeah.
world at all. They're just created out of imagination.
Exactly.
The only time we saw someone try to create one was Mac's brother when he made, remember Red, the
Yeah,
block?
yeah.
That was the only time we saw
Yeah.
one. Red was like half baked because his brother was stupid. He had to
Right.
work really hard and it was just a block.
Yeah. With arms. And look like him. Like, that's as far as his imagination could go.
Also, what a great character design with Blue. Like, I gotta think of something like that. I'm like,
So simple but
so
perfect.
easy.
Iconic, but iconic.
Right?
Man. All right, we can't
Yeah.
stop gushing over. We have a bunch of other cartoons.
It's a great one.
But it's hard to talk about Foster's and not gush over it if you watched it growing up.
Yeah, we love it.
So funny. Okay, what about Camp Laszlo? That was another one that
It was around that time period. It was okay.
that transition period for me.
It was
Skip.
yeah, same. I would put it in like okay. Like I played the games online. It was kind of funny, kind of gross.
Yeah.
A lot of
Yeah.
fart sound effects for no reason.
My thing.
Maybe I played that turned me off to the show. So I was like, oh, this is all it is.
Yeah, I mean, I
And
thought
camp
it was
is
kind of cool
dirty.
that I'd never been to camp, so that was like the one draw to the show that it was
Same.
on a camp setting. But
True.
another
Same.
fun fact about this show is there's a character in this show called Commander Hoo-Ha, and he's a monkey. And my brother, his first Build-A-Bear, he was a toddler. For some reason, he named his monkey Hoo-Ha, and that was like a month before the show came out that he got
Oh wow!
that. And so it like always freaked me and my sisters out that there's
What
it's
a
like he
coincidence
made
that
that
is.
character, and it looked like his
Created
monkey too. Yeah,
Oh, that is funny.
but yeah, Camp Laszlo.
So
Yeah.
someone overheard your brother and it's like, that's the name of the show.
Yeah, it's like
That's
the
it.
that's the one thing he was trying to get over before he could finalize it to Cartoon Network. What is this commander's name?
Hoo-ha!
Not ready yet. I need something. Oh, you guys remember Class of 3000?
Oh yeah,
Ooh.
Class of 3000.
Underrated.
I was so excited when it came out.
Underrated. I think it was awesome.
Yeah, I think it's great.
Yeah. Cool
Not
art
the best
style.
looking cartoon, but pretty good stories and good music videos.
Yeah, the animation in the main show was not as cool and like flowy as the theme song made it out to be, but it was a neat concept, and I did like the art style.
Yeah,
He's the music teacher I always wish I had. But
Andre
all of
3000.
my music teachers were uptight and not like him.
and in Class of 3000 told you about the music industry. You remember this episode
Taught me
where Lil
everything.
P gets signed and he has to sell his soul to the
Forgot
devil?
about this.
Oh,
I hear you like to be a star.
a star.
All we want is your soul.
All we want is your soul.
No big deal.
They
Give it to me.
do that young artists.
He can't stop.
Yeah, and I look at it now and like the anime
What's he doing
Flash.
with his hands?
Right.
early digital animation, it's not as good as like the theme song made it look, but I do like the art
True.
style. I forgot about
For
that.
what they were working with, they did a good job.
But-
Yeah, and you can tell those are traced cars, yeah. But
Well,
again,
I also shout out to Andre 3000 because I think he
Stylized.
was very involved in actually animating the cartoon. Like
he
not
was
just,
was
getting
he?
it done.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah,
Oh
he was a
wow,
producer.
yeah. So shout out to Andre.
so impressive.
That show actually got took off air because apparently there was a similar idea for a cartoon that some guy pitched to Cartoon Network back in 1980 something, and he said that
Oh.
he claims that they just slept on the idea until they had a bigger name to attach to the music side of it, like Andre 3000,
Ooh,
and so
I
to
see.
avoid like it wasn't making that much money to like fight the lawsuit, so they just were like, we're not going to pay
All
you,
right.
but we're not
We'll
going to
just
air it
cut our
anymore.
loss.
How about that? You know.
That's why it's kind of forgotten because it was not on long.
Yeah, and they don't play it on Boomerang. I don't think. They don't play it like anywhere else.
It's too bad.
There you go.
So
Yeah, I
Yeah, that
really
is
would
too
like
bad.
it.
yeah, I looked
All
into
right.
that, and there was little rumblings of a remake, but obviously not true. Didn't go anywhere. Kids Next Door, another rumbling of a
Ooh.
remake bubbling around.
Yeah, good one. It's a classic.
I think it's a classic as well.
Same
This is one of the
creators as-
first
yeah,
that I
Peppermint.
realized. Oh, this is a whole continuous story. It's not just one-offs.
Yeah,
It felt
like one of
real
the
epic
first.
as a kid, didn't it?
yeah. This was like
Yeah,
my what's it called? Like my Law and Order or my. This
Your
was my
Breaking
drama
Bad,
cop
like-
agent show. Yeah, my Breaking Bad was.
It really was. As a kid,
It
like
felt
you're like, I don't
serious.
care if it's funny. Like this is real. They're saving the world.
I used to know all
This
the
is
agents'
real.
numbers.
This
I'm
is
like,
real.
Agent, what was the jock teen that ended up turning bad with all the other teens and the number 5 sister? So much lore. in
Yeah.
that.
Oh,
The
what was their
teenagers
gang
were all-
name?
The
Yeah.
I can't remember. I think they were just the teenagers, I thought.
But they used
Or,
to.
like,
I forgot. I used
they
to know his
turned
agent
him into
number
adults.
because he was like an ideal agent that people looked up to before he went and
Oh,
joined the
that's
team.
right.
But I
'Cause
forget.
he
He's like
turned
number
13.
216 or something like that. And I used to be like,
Oh.
number this, number. I used to like know exactly what numbers were what.
Right, remember the base on the moon, and then like
Yeah.
the
And
then it
Scottish
gets
one
invaded.
like lived up there, and
Mhm.
I forgot about the one who was like the traitor. Yeah, he got older and he joined to the teenagers
Yeah.
with the dark ops. Yeah,
And then
that's
number 5
right.
went on like a weird training solo mission at one point to hunt her sister down.
Well,
It
and
was a
she would
whole
have.
arc.
Remember, she would have solo episodes sometimes that
Yeah.
were like Indiana Jones. Like
Yes.
she'd be like looking for like some like candy treasure. Like what
Yeah.
was the one? The fourth flavor. Do you guys remember that one?
Yes. Yes.
The fourth ice cream flavor.
Mhm.
And I always wondered as a kid, like, what is it? What is it? It was gold, but
What's it
like I
taste
couldn't
like?
comprehend. Right, I was like, is it like butterscotch? Like, what is it? Yeah, that was a good show. I was like the weapons they came up with too. That was really
Very
creative.
creative. And I also applaud all those acronyms they came up with too.
Really?
Right.
Those are some
Yeah,
crazy
that's hard.
acronyms. Like, yeah.
Yeah, I had fun games on CartoonNetwork.com too. I used to play those.
Hmm. I remember they had
Yeah,
that
it was
Kids Next Door online event that I can
well,
do.
the other action, cartoon. I think we grew up and we were just the right age for was Teen Titans.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Classic Teen Titans.
Another very this is serious show.
Yes,
Like this is
it
for
really
real.
was. Yeah,
I think it's very
really
underappreciated.
I
because-
agree. I liked it.
Yeah, it was really good. And I don't think people underappreciated it as when it was out, but now that it's not coming back, I wish.
I don't gravitate toward comic book stories really. Like I never would see the old Batman cartoon or Spider-Man. I think was out at the same time, but Teen Titans it roped me in.
This is probably the best DC property.
Of
Ever.
I'm just trolling.
Well, and they made that like new show that's like really gritty and like it looks like Riverdale, but
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, they have it. It's on
A Teen
like,
Titans?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
It's called
Nice.
Titans though. I don't know. I saw the trailer. I
looking
kind of
over their
laughed at the
shoulders.
time. It was so edgy, and Teen Titans felt edgy at the time for a cartoon, but obviously it's full of like, it's kind of like faux anime because
Yeah.
remember they would have like little like anime faces
Sure.
and whatnot. But
Sure.
I don't know if it got a finale. I always thought, boy, like it was for real though. Remember when Boy had that girlfriend that was actually working for Slade?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Terra,
There was
the
that-
girl who can control
Yes. I
There was like
remember
a 3-part movie. I don't
water. And
remember
she
if
ended
it's
up
the
turning into
finale.
stone. The finale
Mm.
involved them going into Raven's mind
dad.
and facing
Yeah.
her
Well,
dad. Yeah.
Dad.
I remember
yeah.
that. She was like, "It's coming." What the world? I was like, "Oh my gosh!"
But Slade
It was the coolest.
truly
It was the
creepy,
coolest.
actually. Like that's another
He
thing
was.
that like he was truly like a villain, and how he got all in Robin's head.
Yeah.
To even when he was in jail or whatever. He
He
was
was
either jail or
voiced by
dead.
Ron Perlman. Yeah.
Oh really?
Uh
didn't know
huh.
that.
Yeah, that's why he had a cool voice.
But
yeah.
there was like a arc where Robin had actual trauma and kept seeing the ghost
Yeah.
of Slade and chasing him around their house and
Yeah.
He quits for like a season or half a season or something.
yep.
He's just not part of the
I
Titans.
remember the girls who wrote the song. It was what was it? Hi,
Puffy Up.
Puffy.
It was
and
these
she
girls.
had their own, and it was kind of like a fun, like retro, like. Now their cartoon I didn't really watch. I remember it being fine.
It was okay.
You know.
I don't know
Yeah,
if
I didn't really like,
so-so.
watch it, but it was. Yeah, it was so or maybe okay. I don't remember enough of it.
It's another 15-minute joint, so
It was exactly. It was another thing that was just. I just remember it being on like it's 2005 and. You turn on Cartoon Network and there it is.
But did you guys
always
notice
on.
that sometimes the Teen Titans theme song would be in Japanese?
Yes, every now and then. And I was
Oh
like, whoa.
shit!
And I felt like that was like a weird special thing.
I don't know why this like their manager's awesome. I don't know why that made them get a cartoon, but
Oh,
I don't
Why
know
not?
how popular they even are as like artists. But they got the cartoon.
Good for them.
They like the punk look, and back then, that's all it took.
Yeah, but it's just, like really lazy. Other than the
We need to appeal to a certain audience.
But my thing, I was
make
like,
a show.
I don't know. I just don't. I never understand how they got their own cartoon. But it's great that they did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember the actual cartoon at all. I just remember the theme song, and I feel like it's probably one of those. It's probably more liked for that. But
Yeah.
I don't know if anyone's a big fan of it, though. You can let us know. You can
know
educate.
What I hate though.
What? What do you hate?
I hate Megas XLR.
Oh, well, then put it down.
Which one
Put
is this?
Oh, no, not a
Do
cartoon
you guys
at
know
all.
what this is?
Barely a cartoon.
XLR.
I hate Megas XLR. I hate it. I hate it.
Oh, no.
Oh, I remember this. This big trucks.
It's just like a big fat trucker gamer guy that ends up
Trucks and
modifying
video
his
games.
truck to attach to like a what's it called, a transformer type thing. And he's
Coupe?
just, it's
To
just
a
one of those
mecha.
like, oh, he's crude and rude and tough type of shows.
I forgot.
And he's like the
about
stoner,
that.
but we can't say he smokes weed character.
Oh, he just eats a lot.
Yeah, all of them just eat sandwiches.
Right.
They like eat sandwiches a lot. They try to do stuff
Hey,
like,
dude.
I want to go to the planet. I want to go to the moon to see if it's really made out of cheese. And then that'll be an
When
episode.
we were growing up, there was a big, like, especially on Cartoon Network, it was very anime influenced. So it was like, oh, we need Gundam, but American.
I hated that because this is one of those cartoons that would stack right before Toonami. Because, like you said, it was like an action cartoon
Yeah.
that's not anime but American anime style. So you're about to watch
better-
some anime, you might like this show too.
Well, there's a better version of that. It's Symbionic Titan.
Yeah,
Is that on here?
yeah, right here.
Yeah.
There we go.
Awesome cartoon. Yeah. Didn't run long. Cool art style. Mostly forgotten except for that one clip that goes viral every now and then. But
The
was
symbiotic
it.
lap dance.
Oh, you know the one.
Madman. Don't they make animes actually? Yeah, Madman anime.
Madhouse. Right?
Oh yeah, Madhouse or something. I don't know.
and this is a good like anime western hybrid style
Yeah, that's all.
because it looks like Astro Boy a little bit.
Soft CGI. It kind of looks like on the.
Yeah, well, I think it would have to be animating a mech like that traditionally would be. I mean, there's a reason old ones they hardly move. 'Cause-
What kind of robot are you?
I
It
don't
gets
know.
complicated. That's a whole robot.
Let me out of here.
the show is probably expensive. That's probably why it did.
Yeah, it
does
looks
look like
expensive. It looks expensive.
Oh, that's CG and
Yeah.
Look at that. Look, hey.
oh,
Ooh.
Be my
I
bad.
still think it looks cool.
It looks really cool. I have to get
Yeah.
watch that because I never really watched it, but I've always heard good things.
Same as yeah, I know. It's one I kind of found later. I would watch them online. And I was like, oh, ooh. Good, we got the dark ones. We got Billy and Mandy, or that's Grim and
Yeah, what the hell?
What is Grim and Evil?
Oh. Hey, where's Billy
What
and
is that
Mandy,
one?
though? That was like right before Billy and Mandy. It was like
What?
barely a cartoon.
Oh, I
Okay,
see
well,
it.
we can use it as-
Second
see it?
row down.
Yeah, if we don't
Grim
see-
Adventures of Billy and Mandy, right? It's
Yeah.
the second.
Oh, there
it's the
it
second
is.
from the
Yeah.
bottom. It's like
There, yeah, right there, Josh.
Oh,
No,
Yeah, right
you
there.
had it. Yeah,
Illy Man.
I wasn't the
I don't
hugest
like
fan.
this cartoon.
Oh, you don't? See, I always found it a little mean-spirited, but I can't completely
just thought it
diss
was
it because
ugly.
it was funny. I would put it in like okay, personally, because
Yeah,
I
fine with
appreciate it, but I'm not a big fan of it. But I feel like people will be really mad if we put it low.
and not a cartoon.
Mm-hmm.
I'll let y'all know this. I don't speak for all the koalas here. To me, it's not a cartoon. It's gross.
It
It
created
was,
a
it was.
generation of goths
Well, that and Zim.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
and Zim.
My preferred scary cartoon was Courage.
Yeah, where's that?
Yes. Let's get
Courage
that.
is on the edge there, on the left side.
That was a good one.
Yeah, that, I would
'Cause-
put that in Super.
It
It was actually
also
scary sometimes.
very good at like giving you the creeps.
Yeah, yeah. Everyone talks about the.
Did we mention this in our
Pharaoh's
analog horror actually? Because it might fall under that.
I think we did talk
It's
about
not
like how
analog horror.
it's not, but we did.
It
I
might.
think we mentioned how it's like animated off horror, or, different medium horror, not the typical movie type horror.
No, exactly. It's almost like inspired. Like they have like David Lynch moments in there. Like
Yeah.
remember when
Right.
Courage has that dream and he envisions the weird blue thing. It's like you're not perfect, and like that's some Lynchian
Yeah, that
stuff
is.
right there. Yeah, yeah. Courage was good. Well, speaking of the dark cartoons, Flapjack was kind of scary. I liked Flapjack.
Dr. Barber definitely
Kind of
was-
missed it.
It was right there, Josh. Second from bottom.
Appjack.
Abjack. I like this a lot, and it also
I do
gave
too.
a place.
I put it in,
gave
like,
birth to a
awesome.
lot of classic cartoonists. Now, I don't know.
It
about
did. A lot of people who went on to create a lot of those new Cartoon Network hits, got started on Flapjack.
Yep.
Yeah, good one.
Regular show went through the ranks there. Adventure Time guy
Oh, yeah.
went through the ranks there.
Yep, I got a rep. I'll have
Yeah.
something to say
I
about
think
those.
even Chowder,
There's a lot
that's
of
kinda
good
at the
ones
same
left.
time, though.
Let's get Ben 10 out of the way. Can
Yeah,
we
there's
just
so many
take that
of
out?
these.
I didn't see most of them.
I will say
I didn't
the original
care for
Ben
it.
10 I liked, but it's not the greatest thing. Like, this is one of the
Yeah,
ones that
it
came
was
off before
okay.
Toonami I did not mind watching. Ben 10.
It's an interesting
yeah.
concept.
We'll put it on okay, because
Yeah.
because here's the thing. I think if you're a kid at that time, we were a little old for it by the time it was big. But if
Yeah.
you were a little younger, it probably would have been like Teen Titans or something.
Right.
It must have been because it was just so dang popular everywhere.
Well, it was.
the longest.
I think that was their answer after Teen Titans got taken off. I feel like it was either the same studio, very
Yeah.
inspired, because it was this more serious type of show, even though it was through the eyes of a 10-year-old. Like, I remember there's a character called Kevin 11 that
Yeah.
ends up
Oh dang.
taking his power, because his like mutant power he has is to take power or whatever, but it ends up malforming him, and so the reason why is like his like villain or whatever, because he's always tracking him down to like kill him to get revenge on making him like this monster.
Oh,
And then
it is a good concept.
eventually he
My
gets
God.
healed, and that's in the other remakes. Yeah, I know a little bit of lore. And like Ben 10 Aliens,
This
whatever.
glitches every episode.
They're like 16 now, and Kevin 11 is fine, and they're actually all three on a team.
Okay,
Because
that's right.
Yeah.
Oh nice.
And that one was like Batman Beyond kind of vibe.
Yeah, the future.
Yeah.
That's when they're older.
But I would put all the other ones in so-so, because I stopped watching when they got older.
Yeah.
Sure.
Wait, why are there two regular Ben 10?
There's a remake
I think
out
something's
now,
cut off.
where there's
Oh,
a remake out
remake,
now
okay.
when he's 10 again. I don't know anything about that remake.
He's 10 again.
Is that the remake one or is it the original one? Make sure we
So
have the...
this one should be the original because of the
Okay.
Omnitrix. This one I don't.
Hey.
the remake.
Yeah. So if you can see, the Omnitrix is consistent through the series. In the O.
You really are a
And
fan. You really are a fan.
Yep. And then this is the little DNA particle thing that rotates in the Omnitrix, but it's not the Omnitrix itself. You see,
So
because
they had to come up with.
The thing about the Omnitrix is that the Omnitrix holds 10 to 50 alien DNA. And the Omnitrix, it gets big
My
and
brother-
it's green and color look.
My brother texted me.
Oh wow.
He said he found Dexter's lab on the other list, but I have no idea
What?
where it
He
would have
found
been.
it.
I don't know where is it.
He's lying. He's just trying to get us to spend time on
It
this
took him
here.
like an hour though, because like,
It did take
No,
him
he texted
so
me
long.
earlier and I didn't see it.
He was trying to save the show.
I'm really looking now.
It's not here. He's lying. He's trolling.
Unless he was looking at the other one because he's like, I'm watching the stream and I don't see it.
He's trolling. He's gotta be. It's not here.
I think he might be the other list.
Yeah,
Maybe.
Yeah, because there's no way.
It's not there.
Unless, whatever. Have you guys
Shout out to him.
shout out to our first guest ever.
Wait.
Let's
We
get this over
Baby
with. Let's get this
Bears.
over with.
They have a spin-off of the Bears
Okay.
show already?
Well, hang on.
Yeah, they do.
Here's the thing about Adventure Time, I gotta say.
Okay.
Oh,
So
we
I
already
think-
did Adventure Time?
Well, Josh-
Let's get it over with. Throw on a
Okay,
super.
here's the thing about Adventure Time.
I could gush
agree.
about this.
Adventure Time, in my opinion, is a super cartoon for, I would say, at least the first half of it. There was a certain point where I fell off. I think it got a little... I think after Penn Ward left, I think it got a little... I don't want to say full of itself. It got a little too esoteric.
It got better and better.
I'm not as much of a fan of like deep Adventure Time
Yeah.
because I like my favorite Adventure Times are like early on when it did have its, but it was very goofy. I remember us like watching it together, like we'd be like at Christine's or something like that, and I would have like an episode on our phone, and we would just be cracking up constantly.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Because like.
But back
that
then, I
and
don't think I
regular
liked
show.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I feel
Yeah,
like that
that
and
and-
regular show was still using the cartoons that they looked up to and were influenced by his formula. I will give Adventure Time and regular show in that era cartoon, like Gravity Falls, their credit for establishing what I consider the lore aspect that's in almost every cartoon now.
yeah, that's true.
Because they made like deeper like meaning than just like the characters being cool, than just, you know what I'm saying? So
They did. It's just that sometimes, though, I feel like other cartoons
get
delivered
full.
on that a little better than Adventure Time.
Exactly.
Where every time Adventure Time had a lore episode, you'd be more confused.
yeah.
Because
It's
Adventure
true.
Time, very much, I felt like they just made it
gotta
up as they
rewatch
went along. Where
3
others,
seasons ago.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. There'd be times where Tim, he would tell me like
I
we
was
were still
ready
in our
for it.
college days, and he would like dump me the information that happened in the last season, and I'm like, I have no clue what's going on.
Here's what happened. I would tell you about one episode, and it would take like an hour for me to explain why it was good. And it's too much. But I was at a time in my life. I was like, let's get deep. I'm ready to get deep. Like I missed a lot of these Cartoon Network shows because there was a time in high school when we were all friends, and you guys were watching it at Miss Christine's house. But I was like, nah, that shit's whack. I don't want to watch a Cartoon Network show.
No, I
but
hear you, yeah.
but I gotta admit, it's quite good.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
Josh.
quite nice.
I remember times like I just have it on my phone, and we would. What was one? It was like I think it was birthday on the train. First of all, this is like late high school, early college. Adventure Time was such a college cartoon. It was such a stoner cartoon. It was such a hipster cartoon.
But I
It
didn't
was-
like it for that. I was like, oh, it's just trippy. It's just appealing to.
It was,
the
but it
stoner
did have
audience.
more than that. Because if you're a kid, I think you would like it too. And don't get me wrong, look,
Yeah.
2011 through 2013, big years for people with ukuleles. Like
Oh, yeah.
Rebecca Sugar was like, you know,
It's their
the height
prime.
of Tumblr. Adventure Time was part of that aesthetic.
Oh yeah.
And I still enjoyed it. But I remember, I think Finn's birthday episode, me and Josh sitting on the couch at Christine, cracking up
Oh yeah.
and losing our minds. It's the absurd, freaky stuff they would put in there.
Oh,
yeah.
And just any
They weren't
cartoon
afraid
that
to
can
get
bring us that
wild.
kind of joy, I got to appreciate. Like a childlike joy at that age.
That's why I did like it. Seemed very like because it made such an abstract world. It was very
Yeah.
It
bring
hits
you
your inner
back kind of.
child.
Because everybody has that. Well, I don't know if everybody, but that teenage that we saw this when we were teenagers. You have that weird feeling of I'm not a man, not yet. I'm not a boy, not yet a man, type of feeling.
Yeah.
So it's just like it kind of brought you back to that like days
Inner
that
child.
were simpler days. Like it was a nice feeling to watch, and especially that outro song that ukulele the mess out of everything.
That's right.
That's what I mean, the Rebecca
Right.
Sugar one. So it's actually, it was a cover of an existing song called Christmas Island. I didn't know that, but I like it.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
Well,
of course, it's sort of sibling show that I'm repping.
Yeah.
Regular
Yeah.
show was also part of that phase.
That's right.
Different vibe,
That's right.
though.
He's got on
I'd put
today,
it up there in the
folks.
super cartoons.
I would, too.
Where Adventure Time
From beginning
was
to
very
end.
very whimsical. Regular show is very the like if like I just said, where I'm not a
Whoa!
boy, not yet a man thing. I feel like Adventure Time made me more look towards the boy side of my timeline, and then regular show made me look more the man side that's coming because
The
these guys were in
manly,
the
yeah,
working
yeah, yeah, yeah.
world, trying to get relationships.
It's about being in your 20s. Yeah.
Yeah,
This
trying
is
to
grown
establish
shit.
themselves.
It was. It was really. It was a different type of, you could say, college stoner cartoon because it was actually. It felt like it was relatable to
It's for the
people our
boys.
age.
Yeah.
It was. It was the boys because now we like look back and we're like, oh man, we've all had moments where Kai, like overly simping over someone who clearly wasn't interested in us.
Yeah.
You know, everyone's been a slacker.
What?
Everyone knows. Of course, Adventure Time, or not Adventure Time, I'm sorry, regular show, the plot would be like, oh, we gotta fill out this paperwork, but then, oh no, like, Jesus came back.
Right. Yeah.
Like, stuff.
Yeah, exactly. And he needs
They would
help. He
somehow
wants to
make
play
it,
arcade games. Like,
but they would make it relatable. I remember, too, when it first aired, it was a little edgy. It wasn't edgy per se, but they got away with saying certain things that other cartoons didn't because they said pissed.
yeah.
And that was like a big deal because I was like, no cartoon on regular Cartoon Network ever said that. And they like snuck it past for a while and then eventually caught on and made them change it. But we saw it.
I
You
know I
remember
saw it
We
on,
saw it live.
I saw it on Netflix because they had Adventure
Nice.
Time and regular show on Netflix for a little bit. And then, yeah, like you said, the first season had a lot of like soft cursing in it, like damn and piss.
Yeah.
He
Yeah,
wanted
but
it
it
to
wasn't-
originally be an Adult Swim cartoon, but
That's right.
Well, basically, that's what, even though sadly it won't be on anymore, Close Enough basically was, except Close Enough is more about your.
yeah.
Where
It's the show he always wanted to make.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I like it when on regular show they drink sodas and then they act really silly after.
The show was full of pot euphemisms, and when you saw like young JG Quintal, like you just get it immediately. You're like, yeah.
Oh, okay. It's this guy? Yeah.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Oh yeah.
What about Steven? There's a Steven Universe Future.
The universe.
What's the deal with that? I never really got into
Okay.
Steven Universe.
Future, I think, was a
I
time
liked
jump.
it.
You like it?
It was a time. It was like an
Well-
after bit. It wasn't very long,
Yeah,
right?
but it was just like a season.
Yeah.
It's pretty much the same show. It was just a
Mhm.
time jump. Here's the thing:
Naruto
Steven
Shippuden.
Universe, I think, gets an unfair rep. I don't, I did fall off of it. I get why some people got annoyed with it, so I'd put it in like okay because some people trash the animation, but I like the art style. I'd say
I
the
think
okay
I
to
would put
awesome.
it one. I would
I would
argue
class
to
it
give it
2000
one
to okay.
higher.
We could.
I would
'cause-
argue to give it one higher. I think it has,
Yeah, why not?
honestly, for the start, one of the strongest starts to any cartoon in terms of how mysterious it all is, and like
Yeah,
they reveal a lot in this show. It takes
the lore's handled a
seasons to
little
get there.
better. Yeah.
Yeah.
But-
Okay, and I'm a sucker for that kind of thing, like with Adventure Time. Okay, I like a good,
But-
I like a good lore.
Here's the thing, and I do agree because the show gets hated for some reasons I think are stupid and some are understandable. I
Some
think
are understandable.
it
Too many
did get
music
an
numbers.
unfair. Yes, I agree. That's something I didn't like. What I didn't like about it, because here's the thing, it's got an art style that some people hate now, but I actually really thought was good at the time. Like a lot of things kind of copied that aesthetic, but it's got beautiful backgrounds. I have the art book, and they really did put a lot of thought and care into the designs. They're simple but graphic.
Yes.
And the music's not bad. Rebecca Sugar is a good musician, very talented.
Dang,
but-
she was just making the bag, huh?
She was like Cartoon Network's girl. Yeah, back
Cartoon
then.
Network's first woman show.
It's a
creator.
catchy, yeah, and it's a catchy. Oh gosh, I didn't even think if that's true. It might be. I'll have to look it up though to be sure, because I don't want to disrespect anyone before. But yeah, the song is catchy. Yeah, look, the backgrounds are just so.
Yeah, those
Appealing.
backgrounds are really sick.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, the show does look good. I know people will point out, like, oh, the height inconsistencies. Like, all your
Why does
old
this-
classic cartoons are full of stuff like that.
But why does his nose look like a plug?
because he's got a little snub nose.
Okay.
Here's the thing: it got a reputation as like the sensitive Tumblr cartoon, and they're not entirely wrong because
They did a little pandering there at the end.
they
didn't
did. There's a lot of crying. There's a lot.
That's a lot of crying, dude.
And that's kind of what started to turn me off.
Yeah.
That's the problem. There was a
But see,
point where-
originally, the first couple seasons aren't like that, though. The first couple seasons, it's
No, they're
really
not.
like
And here's the
it's
thing:
like
they let it be
day
silly.
by day.
People like would be
Yeah.
like, "Oh, it's full of filler," and I'm like, "No, that's what cartoons are supposed to be."
It's
supposed
not
to be-
full of filler, though. There's something a little bit interesting in every episode.
Well, also, this is the thing: they say filler, but like, that's what cartoons used to be, and it's like it's not filler; it's the characters having time to.
It's not anime.
characters.
guys.
Just
Cartoons
enjoy
have
yourself. Just enjoy yourself.
Animes are episodic because animes are more built like sitcoms, where
Right.
cartoons are thematic. You
You
know,
mean cartoons are built a little more like
Yes.
sitcoms, where animes are built more serialized?
well, I mean,
Hmm.
yeah, that's why yeah, you're right. I meant soap opera. Sorry, not sitcoms.
Soap operas,
I
okay.
meant-
I was
and
gonna say,
Sure.
Cartoons
Yeah.
are more
Yeah.
like sitcoms. Yeah.
right, because sitcoms
Yeah.
are self-contained.
Because
episodic,
like, you know,
yeah,
like
right.
It's Always Sunny, they have the concept of burnouts that run a bar, but that's not every
Right.
episode is about them running a bar necessarily.
Sure. Well,
That's
exactly.
a good point. For Steven
So I break
Universe,
it down
it's
for
like
the internet.
it turned soap opera-y.
It did, and that's where I fell off. Like, I don't know how it ends or
Opera-y.
but it did annoy people a little bit that like every bad character is redeemed with a song, all that, and look, I don't
It's
take it
fine.
that seriously. Like, yeah, because I'm like, yeah, who cares? Like, it is for kids. But
Yeah.
like you said, it did get a little annoying when it was pandering to like emotionally stunted college kids more than
Yeah.
like an all ages thing. So
This isn't like, why does this kids cartoon have to be where you figure yourself out, you know?
well, like I don't want to be like sat down and lectured about trauma. You know, it's like why don't you watch something like age appropriate? You can never be too old for cartoons.
Yeah, you
Just
know
saying.
it can be. Yeah.
But
No.
but it's healthy when you're older to consume media for adults as well.
Especially,
It
yeah,
is.
yeah. Like, I'm not trying to
Because-
hate
Give
on
your
people,
life
but
some balance.
I know, like, like don't have a Steven
Please.
Universe backpack if you're older than 17. All right?
Well, like I said, I don't care. I got my
Just
I love cartoons, but the thing is, you get these people, then they demand that the stuff for kids become more grown up. Like this is how you get all that R-rated hero stuff.
why didn't they
Yeah.
do this? And it's like,
like,
well, because
oh.
it's for kids, man.
Yeah, it's like what if we got a Teen Titans where they say fuck and there's blood,
Yeah,
and it's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
or you just let Teen Titans be Teen Titans. Like, if you want to watch
Yeah.
Breaking Bad or The Sopranos or
Yeah.
Ozark, or like, yeah, if you want to see a grown-up gritty drama,
It's there for
Yeah.
you.
yeah. That's the
is
thing. If you
for
want to
you.
see a
It's time-
gritty crime drama, there it is.
It's time to
Graduate.
It's time to look at at real people.
Ooh, Gumball.
It's time
I
look
want to
at real
watch
people.
Uncle Grandpa pound beers.
Oh my god. Yeah, this one I
Nope.
like a lot.
Just
I've
me?
always I like
Gumball's
the vibe
awesome.
of it.
Gumball's
I like
one of the
multimedia
greatest.
Of it.
Yeah, I would agree. I think
This is
Gumball
like-
took a little while to find its identity, but once it did,
Yeah.
This is like the show that appeals to the most people. Like, I think it's like almost Simpsons-esque in the way that
yeah,
it's about this family, but the comedy writing, it's like the whole family can sit down and watch this one. Maybe even more so than Simpsons. Maybe you don't want the kids in the room for a Simpsons, but this one, the adults will have as many laughs as the kids watching Gumball. Okay,
Yeah. That's true.
it's very meta.
It's a good
Yeah, that became
Very
its
meta.
thing.
Very
There's a
meta.
great episode where they spoof RPGs, like JRPG, spot on.
They always got it right. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Whenever they would parody something or go take it a certain direction into a reference, they always got that right.
Right on the
Yeah,
money.
it really was. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
shout out to Gumball. That was one of the cartoons I'm like, maybe I'm not done with cartoons. Maybe there's still something.
Right?
Maybe hold on now.
Hold on.
Oh, yeah, I liked Chowder
Pulling me
too.
back in.
Chowder, yeah, that was really cool.
Never seen it.
I was never a huge fan of Chowder, but I appreciate it.
Same.
And I could
I'd
see
put
why
it in
people
awesome.
would like it.
Yeah, it's not super, but
Yeah.
I liked Chowder quite a bit.
Yeah.
Clam chowder.
I think the main character's voice was just a little too high for me.
I liked that it was a real kid, though.
Yeah, me
I
too.
prefer that to like the adult doing
That's
a
rare.
kid voice.
Yeah, me too.
Like, that was the things I used to make fun of about Ben 10. Like, oh, Ben, I'm 10.
Yeah. It's like just like a girl in her 20s.
Actually, I wonder if it was Tara Strong. It might have been.
It's probably, yeah.
It's another happy accident with Adventure
Nothing wrong
Time.
with her, but
Okay,
you know.
we already know Samurai Jack has to go
Boy,
up in the
dude.
Samurai
super
Jack
cartoon.
has-
We get a lot of like super
Join
cartoons
its
here, man.
place.
That's what I'm saying. Like
Cartoon Network was
Cartoon
good.
Network
Oh,
was
yeah,
the
man.
place.
Gosh.
It was
They
the
really
place,
did bring
yo.
it.
That's why
They really did deliver.
my TV was stuck on Cartoon Network in my room.
All right.
Even the
That's the
commercials.
Powerpuff
man.
Girls remake. That's the remake.
Yeah, this was the
Powerpuff Girls.
remake,
remake.
and
People didn't like it.
I don't like it. I never
Yeah,
saw
it's
it.
barely a cartoon.
Yeah.
Never saw the original, didn't see this one, so yeah.
What we got? We got.
We have Teen Titans Go. I mean, I see it's making this channel a lot of money now. It's new SpongeBob.
True.
I think it's a little unfairly
It's
hated on.
fun.
It's not the same thing, but I think it's okay for.
It's not
It's pretty
meant
funny.
to be, right?
I've never
okay.
seen it, so I'll just take your opinion on it. So
I
It's
think
okay.
I think
Yeah.
I heard it's funny. I
Yeah,
think I
it
heard
is.
it's actually pretty funny for all audiences.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, honestly, it's a silly version of Teen Titans.
Okay.
There's
There you
nothing
go.
wrong with that.
There you
People are
Why
mad because they won't watch things for grown-ups. Anyway.
Now, I don't know if everyone remembers
He
the Life
doesn't
and
say the
Times of
F word.
Juniper Lee, but it was Cartoon Network's
Sounds so familiar.
feeble attempt to match
Jake
the
Long?
popularity of American Dragon Jake Long.
Ooh.
I remember the animation looked nice. That's all I remember.
I will say it's
But it
so-so,
did look like Jake Long.
But is
Okay,
that
we'll say
enough?
it's so.
Was it
Sometimes.
enough? Oh,
I'm just like, what are y'all doing? Y'all already have good action cartoons. You don't have to get an Asian inspired.
rocking out because I'm a kid. Yeah.
What's funny is
This looks like it should have been on Disney, low key.
I was just thinking this looks more like a Disney show than Jake Long. Jake Long looks more network.
Interesting.
They made the
I
wrong
love how
song.
like well animated though this.
Yeah, I'm
theme
getting
song
Lilo and
is.
Stitch vibes, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to put in so at least for this intro because it's very nice.
Just
looking.
for the intro
Yeah, for the
alone.
penis monster there too. We'll put it in the
Yeah.
so.
Yeah, for the
We know what it was. We know what you did.
um.
You guys
What
remember
were we-
Squirrel Boy?
I vaguely.
Squirrel Boy.
Did you say scroll? Squirrel.
Squirrel Boy is misleading. You think it would be a amalgamation type of thing, but it's just a boy with his squirrel.
Oh yeah, I do remember this now.
My nickname in middle school was Squirrel Boy.
Now, I think Rodney was actually pretty funny. If the cartoon was more just about Rodney, I think it'd be a better cartoon. But it was like them being together all the time, and he was always like, Rodney, I don't know. And he's like, come on, man, let's just go do it. And he's like, all
Come on.
right.
Pretty
Shut
well
up.
animated.
There's another
Yeah.
one, though, I felt was at the wrong channel. There's another one I feel was more Disney-esque.
I agree. But I don't remember watching. It's the only thing I remember it being on. Can't weigh in on myself.
I think it was all right. I think it'll put in the
Okay.
okay
Yeah,
category.
mid tier. Nothing
Cool
wrong
with
with that. Nothing wrong with being mid.
This one I remember, the Secret Saturdays. I remember
Ah.
being more like one of those action cartoons that came on Saturday mornings. It was
Okay.
about like a spy family. I never watched it, but that was
Same.
the premise.
Okay. So should we put it in like a haven't
No.
seen it? Like
Yeah.
no, not a cartoon at all.
We can
Should
leave it at the
put that?
bottom. Or, yeah, not a cartoon. Do we think nobody's going to go, oh, okay, yeah.
There we go.
There were a little amendment there.
To be fair, because I think we put our bottom tier ones. Yeah, at the barely.
Wait, the Clone Wars. Why is that here? Isn't it Disney?
No, that was on Cartoon
well-
Network's Toonami block.
Oh,
Is that
is this the 2D one?
the
It's a
2D
3D
one?
one.
Oh, the 2D one
Oh.
was good.
The 2D one I did like.
I did too. Yeah.
Because you get to see Mace Windu force choke Grievous and
Yeah, that
cancel
was
his
awesome.
lungs forever.
What was the
Oh.
Clone Wars? Because people loved this. Like this was a hit on
It was
Cartoon Network.
canon. That was crazy. So
It was
Gendy
canon.
Tartakovsky
A new
made
Star Wars.
Yes, he made. Well, it was in between the event Attack of the Clones, Sith, and it was
2 and
actually
3.
canon. Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
The events of it. It was really cool.
So you get to see Anakin in his basically his prime as a Jedi anyway.
Yeah, he was a little.
gets a feeling
Yeah, he
to
was
come.
whipping around all
Yeah.
the time. It was just one of those that came on right before Toonami or the first thing
Yep.
on Toonami, and I was just like, get to the anime. I'll come back at 7 then if this is what's playing at 6. But get to the anime.
Not
I'm
again.
done. This pizza's getting cold.
It was awesome.
You gotta find
But
something interesting.
now I should probably watch it as an adult. I just wasn't into Star Wars as a kid. I'm more
Right.
into it now, like more accepting of it. And
If you
when-
weren't a Star Wars kid, it's got nothing for you. But it did have cool fight choreography, stylish animation. Yeah, good show.
Evil Con Carne, I would put wherever Billy Mandy is. I'll just put a bump up.
Okay.
You know what? Or a bump down so because
Bump down.
or a bump up, or I don't know. Actually,
Well, it
Actually,
breaks
no.
even then.
Or on the same path, I think, on the same plane.
Same plane.
But I like Evil Con Carne a lot more than Billy and Mandy.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I thought
Never
it was
heard
a
of
lot.
Billy and Mandy down to so.
Where Billy and Mandy was like just relied on the gross factor. I feel like Evil Con Carne relied more on jokes.
Yeah, I could see that actually. You know what? We can, if you want to put Billy and Mandy a step down below it, that's fine with me. You know, I know,
Good.
but I
Let's
don't
be
love
honest,
it.
it's just so.
Stop making Billy dig out of his nose something. It's not funny just because he
Yeah.
got out of his
God.
nose.
It's disgusting. I don't want to see it.
Stop having his nose get caught on edges. Okay.
Still pissed off about it.
Now, Problem Solvers, I never watched, but I know is notorious for being one of the worst cartoons to look at.
It's hard to look
Ever
at.
creative.
Oh,
It really assaults
we gotta
the eyes.
look this one up then.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you haven't seen it, apologies for those watching.
Yeah, really,
Yeah,
this is
yeah.
gonna be a trigger warning for
trigger
seizures
warning.
for real. Not joking. Like, this is a seizure warning and an aesthetic warning. I don't know.
Oh
I don't
no!
know if it's in the
It's like
intro.
full force RGB color.
All right, good. In the intro, it's not so crazy.
No.
Oh my!
But like when there's like scenes where they're running and like walking through the city, where it's just like nothing but lights and flashing.
Yeah, it's really.
I didn't appreciate that.
Look at that.
It looks like me. He's got big old lips like me.
This is the promo.
Oh, you need to
that
be
they
kinder to
gave the
yourself.
kids to try to get us hyped for it.
Problem.
You'll never beat me.
Problem.
Wow, yeah, I remember.
Now that's what I call a
Problem. And if you
This seems like it'd be on Adult Swim.
solve it,
Right.
It's that
Like
kind of.
6 a.m.
The Problem Solvers. New series premiere Monday night at 8:45, 7:45
Ugh.
Central. Only on.
Yeah, there's a messiness there. There's a chaos there.
It just looks like ugly
absorb
MS
that.
Paint. Yeah.
Like my thing is, every day artists and cartoonists, their ideas get rejected, their drafts get rejected. How did
Yeah.
this get through and approved and funded to be on one of the largest
Compared to all the
platforms for
great
cartoons?
pitches that never did.
That's so crazy to me.
Hey, what do you want for colors? Yes,
Right.
all of them.
Turn them up. Yeah,
All of
barely a
them at once.
cartoon.
Oh,
Secret
take it
Mountain
down.
Fort
Take
Awesome
it down to
is the
barely.
same.
Yeah, it's down there. What'd you
Oh,
say?
never
Secret
yeah,
Mountain
okay.
Fort Awesome, put that in the bottom.
All the way down.
I've never seen
Not a cartoon at all.
I've never seen that.
Throw that in the trash.
Secret
I remember
Mountain.
not liking this one either. I think I blocked it out.
Well, just the
think I-
name is kind of like one of those. It's oh wow.
Yeah, it's not awesome.
Why does it look like this?
not a secret anymore.
I knew this was gonna be a flop as soon as they announced this show.
Embrace the awesomeness.
I second that emotion.
The broness.
Just like your bros, bro. Yeah, bro. All right, bros.
What
Great
is
job, bros.
this?
They're my bros, bro.
The adorable kittenness.
It's an adorable kitten. Don't look into its eyes.
That's funny. That's really funny.
That made me sad.
I told ya.
I
I
kind
was
of didn't want to.
objectively right.
Again,
I understand why I blocked it now.
that makes this cartoon, which I hate, seem like
Time
a
Squad?
masterpiece.
Now, I never watched Time Squad. I've heard of it, but I've never seen it.
I think I didn't like how it was time travel. I was just like, well, I get it.
I just didn't
It's just-
like it. Like you're right. They went back into time and they would help like Abraham Lincoln like learn how to like brush his teeth and stupid
And I was
stuff
like, oh,
that.
I understand what problems they're
Like
going
the
to present. It
slaves.
was just seemed so predictable to me.
It bothers me if they're time traveling, but they don't stop Hitler. They don't slaves. It's little.
Yeah, they just like
The priorities aren't.
They're not right.
it's just
They
a
don't. They don't.
boy,
They're
fight
working
in
for
World War
themselves.
a
They're not
man
working for
and
the
a
good of the world.
robot, and I don't get it, man. I just don't. It's one of those I didn't get.
And I just don't think it looks very good either. I don't like the art style of the character design, I think.
Yeah,
It's not appealing to me.
It's garbage.
Mm.
It's freaking garbage, dude.
Freaking garbage.
Where is this? This is Grim and Evil, whatever this,
Grim and
whatever
Evil,
this is.
I didn't.
Do
watch
people
Grim
like
Evil.
this more or less than the original?
Oh no.
I don't know about it. I don't know
Just so-so.
about it. It was just part of that. Yeah.
It's in the same vein.
I think they were just shorts though. But
What about
Oh,
RE?
Let's put it in never seen. I'm not gonna be mean to it.
Okay.
Be fair. Let's be fair. What is RE?
Let's be Clarence.
Oh
Clarence is
wow. I
This
would
is
never
a super
I
for
would
me.
have never guessed that.
You almost have to be our age to appreciate this fully as an
Okay.
adult, though.
I know.
I
There's
agree because it's one of the few times I've actually seen him like portray kids as they are.
In the 90s.
Is it set specifically in the 90s?
Yep. He's
Ah.
got like he's got an old system at one point.
Ah,
Oh no, and then the rich friend, he's got like the
That's
latest
him.
system. It's like an
Yeah.
N64 a PlayStation type.
yeah, or a PS2, like one of those. Yeah.
No, not that recent.
Oh, okay.
This was
Well,
strictly
before our time.
mhm.
Yeah, it's an awesome cartoon. I mean, Josh, have you ever watched it?
No, I just know that there's a Tyler, the creator line
Well,
about him
I was
watching
gonna say-
Winnie the Mansion alone.
That's right.
It's good. I was gonna say, if you want to put an awesome cartoon line, I don't know if it's necessarily one of the best.
It's
I do
one of the
really like
best.
it.
It's
I don't mind either way. Yeah, we can have it up
awesome's
there.
good. Awesome's good.
Okay. Just so S tier
I
isn't
just-
too stacked.
Yeah, I hear that. I mean,
Okay.
Cartoon Network
I could
keeps
see it
stacking
not
up
appealing to
S-tier
everybody.
cartoons, but I think that's about the last one that I mean, I like We Bare Bears.
Yeah,
I haven't seen too
It's
much
okay.
of it.
I
like
haven't
what I've
seen,
seen.
but an episode maybe.
I'd put it in okay. I
Yeah,
think
it's
it's
like
a
okay.
pleasant. It's a comfy show. Not a lot.
Yeah.
I like that.
Same
We'll
thing with
get some more.
OKKO. Let's Be Heroes.
Yeah.
Have you seen that?
I think OKKO is an okay cartoon,
Yeah.
Hey,
which isn't bad.
No,
Okay,
not at all.
okay in the sense means
Okay is
like,
okay.
it's fine.
yeah.
At
Tune
least
It's got
in.
kind of a
if
cruise.
Kids WB was still doing Saturday morning cartoons, I feel
Right.
like that's
This
where
would
this
have been
really
it.
would have been.
I agree.
What's it about? They fight each other or what?
Yeah, they're like karate
Basically.
masters, bro.
So
Oh.
Tim, think basically it's just like a spoof of like shonen anime.
Yeah.
No, I like
Yeah.
that. I like that.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
my criteria for whether or not I'm going to watch an anime. Is there a group of characters that fights another group of characters using some kind of power system? Yeah, sign me up.
Um.
I'm assuming We Baby Bears is probably the same vein as We Bare Bears. Okay.
Yeah. I
It's
mean,
gotta
I've
be
never
appealing
seen
to,
it.
like,
Actually, I've never seen it.
the trends. It's
Maybe
appealing to
it's
like the Baby Yodas of the world, the Baby Groots of
It's like
the
Muppet
world.
Babies. Yeah.
It's like Muppet Babies, but like way better.
All right.
This one I
Never.
know
I
has
don't
a
remember this
cult.
one.
It's another one that was like Western anime type cartoons
Okay.
came on before Toonami.
I
I know
vaguely
this
remember it.
has a big following, so I'll put it in so-so, but my true opinion is it's barely a cartoon. That show was
Oh.
one of those boring ones where you just stand around and talk, and I think he turned into a car or something. Like I don't know what's up with the Western fantasy that thinks like mechism is the thing, but it's not. It's not.
And you heard
Okay.
it here. Get
Uncle
out.
Grandpa. What's Apple and Oni?
This one's freaking
Apple
out.
and Onion was fine. I've seen a few episodes.
I don't know this one. Is it new or old?
It's new. No, it's currently on. I think. It's okay. I like it. Pretty
Apple
fun.
and Oni.
Yeah. It's just kind of a dudes hanging out cartoon. But it's not Apple and Oni.
Okay.
The demon?
I feel like a clip would like give it
Oh,
better
shit.
than the intro,
Oh,
but
okay.
yeah,
I just want to get like
but
a
they're just buds.
yeah.
Yeah, it's a little ugly, but
Looks nice. No,
Funny.
it looks
No, it
nice.
seems a little. It seems like a little Gumball influence, but they're all food. I like
Yeah.
that. They're all
yeah,
food.
ruins food or something.
Welcome.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah.
Okay, apple and onion. All right, it's an onion. Okay, I get it. Uncle Grandpa, no.
This one freaked me out.
What were you? What are you?
Just had like creepy uncle vibes to it.
And people that say that this is like their favorite cartoon, they're just trying to be quirky and interesting.
Really, because I felt like it was always kind
I don't know. I never
of
watched it.
sort of. Again, a lot of people didn't like it because it felt like it was just like lol, so random. In the era of like Adventure Time and all that, like it doing the same.
What's the concept for the show? What does he do?
He's just like a magical Uncle Grandpa. I don't really know.
He's like a magical thing that goes around, like I was in the RV and things
Ruins
happen.
your day. I'm kidding.
Oh no.
The tiger's name's like Emily or something. I remember that.
And now we're at this point where I don't know anything.
Okay, I'll tell you a few of these ones.
Dude.
Infinity Train's pretty
Infinity
cool.
Train. Yeah, that's a good one.
I'd put in awesome.
I watched this on HBO though.
Yeah.
Is this a Cartoon Network though?
Yeah.
Okay. It's like close enough. It's technically.
It is. Yeah. It's a little. It skews a little older.
Yes. Yeah. It
It's
gets a little
like
heavy.
kids sci-fi. Yeah. It's a little.
It's heavy?
Yeah,
heavy,
it is.
but
For
a little.
kids.
Yeah.
For
Yes.
kids.
It's cerebral. Yeah.
Characters die for real.
Little redhead girl?
Well, that's just, could we say a spoiler, but that's just the first season. Every season's a new passenger on the train.
She lives in Wisconsin. Shout out to our neighbors to the north.
Who is that voice actress? I feel like I've heard her before.
Okay, well then why don't you take me? I have a 12.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
She's
yeah.
somebody.
Is she Pepper Ann?
Thought you'd be gone the whole time.
Cool, the mood ring.
Too busy to be my parents? Hey, you guys.
Oh, who is that?
Who? No, yeah, that's actually bugging me because I've heard that.
That's actually crazy. Yeah,
It's not Starfire / Princess Bubblegum, is it?
No.
It might be, but I don't know.
Well,
It
anyway,
might be
it's
Starfire.
pretty good.
But anyway, y'all have to check it. Infinity Train.
We've been watching these clips of these Cartoon Network shows. I bet she was in one of them.
Craig of the Creek. I've seen some episodes. So here's the thing with Craig of the Creek. It's sort of, think like a concept like Recess. It's good. It's got a reputation now, like
You kind of
Tumblr cartoon because it. Oh, I said it's kind of like Recess. It's kids hanging out. It's a nice idea. It's a little bit of like a Tumblr cartoon, like some people about like. Again, like as Tim would say, like panders a little bit to like the college kids.
Does it?
Like that. Yeah, but it's cute from what I've seen. Yeah, I think it's perfectly okay. I'd put it in the mid tier.
That's okay cartoon.
Yeah, I think it's an okay cartoon.
We're gonna trust you on this. We're gonna choose to trust you.
This is
on
just
that.
me, though. This is just me. Some people might really like it.
Yeah, because I think I've only seen, like I remember watching a thing of, like cartoons to watch out for like a couple years ago, and it was on that.
Yeah, it's got funny parts in it. I've seen some good episodes. It's got a fun world to it.
Looks Steven Universe inspired.
Yeah, again, some
little
people
bit.
just don't like that style at all.
Yeah, this intro. This guy, hold on, that guy went from 0 to 60 real quick in this intro.
Yeah,
It was
it's a
like.
good intro.
This guy listens to maybe some Green Day.
He just really poured his heart out in the second part. I like that. I like that passion. You know what? Just because of the passion.
Put it up to Supa.
Just 'cause
No.
of the passion. Okay, so what's else? Tell me more.
Okay.
Tell me more. Let's
Um,
take and seek. What's fun?
Summer Camp Island is like the
What's
ultimate
an Oyer
Tumblr
Hand?
cartoon.
Summer Camp Island.
It is the ultimate. Josh, like
No, this one fucking
cartoon
sucks.
is so indie. It is so indie. It is like
Oh, I could already see. Oh,
it is Ultimate Girl.
no! There's no way he woke
He had a
up.
guttural reaction. He had a
woke
guttural
up-
reaction.
He woke up and his heart sang to him.
Why does his have a mouth on his
Oh,
chest?
Pajamas.
His pajamas yawn.
Oh, this is
I don't mean to
cute.
laugh. I don't mean to
It
laugh,
is
but
cute.
this is totally a Tumblr cartoon.
That's what I mean. It's not that bad though.
No.
I've only seen like I think the pilot and maybe a hand.
Well, I don't know about
episodes
you
here and
guys.
there
This
years
one,
ago.
this like gets rid of my anxiety. It makes me feel comfortable and warm.
It is meant to be comfy,
Cold world.
but it is like the ultimate. That's not bad. It's just the ultimate like indie girl. cartoon.
Now, if you see
Like-
if you see this island, there's no way to escape. So this is really a soft purgatory. And if you see
Prison
in this,
escape.
if you see it in this cave opening, that's not the cave. It has little eyes. That has arms extending up. That's a turtle beam.
You guys remember when that was like during Adventure Time's height? That was the. They're all dead,
Yeah.
actually, and it's a form of it, right?
It's an ancient,
Bravo.
ancient civilization.
If you copy and paste this star constellation in Google Maps, you'll see this is actually over the core of America, which means this has happened after climate change and the whole world is flooded, and this is
Yeah.
just the peak of Chicago.
And if you look at the moon there, it clearly takes place in the same universe as Soul Eater because it has a face.
I like that though. I like that. I think that was awesome. I like.
It was okay.
I
yeah,
like
we
that.
can.
Or,
Oh, you put it awesome. Okay.
That
okay.
was
Well,
awesome.
that's
It
a
made me
little-
relax.
I don't
I'm
know,
making
I don't
fun of
know.
it, but I'm not gonna lie. I might check out an episode just to really see what. It's
Okay,
about.
well there
See
you
what it's
go.
about.
Okay, I might have sold
I'm
you.
definitely gonna
The
check out
rest-
the Infinity Train. That looked interesting.
Okay.
Oh,
yeah,
it's pretty good actually. Yeah.
The rest I have not seen. I don't think. So here's the thing: Tig and Seek. I did a character design test for that.
Oh, okay.
I didn't see it.
Didn't.
I don't know if I'm allowed to say that, but yeah, but don't worry, I didn't get
It's
the job. I
out.
haven't watched it. I haven't watched it though.
See, my thing was when they don't give my
Painful.
boy a job, that
Your
makes
NDA
it
is up.
almost barely a cartoon for me. When
They
they
didn't-
don't
they
give
didn't-
him a job.
They didn't pay respect. You gotta pay. I think it's fine. I watched the pilot. I remember that the pilot, but it had a different name at the time.
Oh yeah, they fucked up. They
Pilot,
fucked
yeah.
up.
It was under a
Do they
different
not
name.
know what Emmy
Oh.
the robot is?
This was before Emmy. This was
That's why, yeah.
summer of 2018, I think. Yeah.
Oh, 909 views on the theme song. I wonder, compared to the 2 million views on the webcomic, I wonder who won. I wonder who.
To be fair, Emmy's got 12 million, but
You're right.
I mean, I'm sorry, 12 million, yeah.
You know, I'll
909
respect where it's due.
909
I think a lot of those
views.
are. I think a lot of those are repeats, but thank you.
No.
No, you know.
No, I
Take it,
think it's a perfectly cute show. One that's not on here that I out is
Well, what happened
and-
is you became a mime. You gotta say that again.
He cut off.
I'm sorry. One I think we got a shout out that's not on here. Could you guys hear me?
No.
Okay.
I was waiting for it that whole
So
time,
we heard one thing we got to shout out that's not here is, and then you cut out again.
and then it was perfect.
How about now? Am I good?
Yeah.
I think so.
Okay, I just had to unplug. I think we should shout out Over the Garden.
Over
It's
the
not
garden.
Oh yeah.
But that's kind of a classic. It was just a limited series, but yeah.
Well, since I don't know what this even could be at all, this can be Over the Garden Wall.
Oh,
Ix.
I don't like it. Yeah, put it down. Put it
down.
in the
Oh,
trash.
so you know what this is.
The bottom tier.
Yeah, drop it.
Okay, yeah.
Put it down.
Oh dang.
Well, I'll put Tick and Seek a little bit up because I'm just being joking when I'm saying it's not shit.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
But yeah,
It's perfectly fine. No, Pixels was like a Lego show, but it had like really like crappy flash animation and every character.
no.
Tom Kenny, and Tom Kenny's a great voice actor. You know,
He fucked up.
if you have one voice actor, it's really annoying. No,
His reputation was ruined.
Okay, so we got.
it's just lazy.
Do you guys know? Let's use Transformers anime as Over the Garden Wall.
They're the same thing.
Have we seen? I'm pretty sure Transformers animated can't be too much different than Transformers, so it's not like it's going to be a deeper
Well.
take. Like the Clone Wars is a deeper take.
Actually,
And I've
No, you're
seen
right.
Over the Garden Wall, and it is a little bit. I felt like it should be like on HBO or something. That's a little bit better
Dang.
than just
Elevated.
yeah.
it's a little bit, a cut above the rest.
Yeah.
And I think there we have it, right, guys? I mean,
Yeah, I haven't
everything
seen
else
this.
was
I
on
haven't
the
seen
scene.
that. I don't know what Fungio's Situs is. I think I remember Sheep in the Big City, but I don't remember anything too much about it. Don't know what this is, and I don't know what that is. So.
Magiswords.
There you go.
Yeah,
Oh,
I never watched it.
Mighty Magiswords.
that goes there. I remember that. I remember Mighty Magisword. That's barely. It's a trash
Uh-oh.
Well, there we go, people. We've spoken.
All right, guys. This is
That's our
soak
cartoon.
up the tier list. There's a lot of cartoons, so I'm not going to read them all back. But these are the tiers. I will slowly scroll through it as if we do the outros. I'm josh.ua. Check out my link tree in the description. I make music and stuff.
And today I'm here repping the merch. Visit Bonfire Emporium today. Link is in somewhere.
Yeah.
And get you some podcast merch. We got koala bear designs on there.
I'm Dominic Cellini. You can find me at Dom Cellini Art on Twitter, Domcell on Instagram, Robot on Webtoon.
Which currently has 12 million views.
13.
2024. Hey, okay.
Flex on it.
Add another million.
Yeah, 2 million people check it out in the instant.